Hi, this is Phil Borders from Hendricks Therapy, and this is our 10th take on this, so this one better be good. We're going to start with a question. What do Leonardo da Vinci, Isaac Newton, Winston Churchill, Benjamin Franklin, and Abraham Lincoln have in common? Journaling. You knew that already, didn't you? So what is journaling? Journaling is simply taking all the thoughts, feelings, events, our to-do lists for tomorrow, all this stuff that's bouncing around in our head and expressing them either verbally, expressing them through writing, expressing them through keyboarding on our computer. I believe it was Plato, or it could have been Lorelei from Gilmore Girls, who said, "An unexamined life is not worth living." So what were Lorelei and Plato talking about? Basically, if we don't understand why we feel the things we do, if we don't understand why we do the things that we do, if we don't understand why we think the things that we think, then we're basically like a ship without a rudder. Without this information, we see ourselves as we think we are, not as who we truly are. Without this information, it's also very hard to understand others. So if we don't understand ourselves, we don't understand others, then you know what? We're going to have a really hard time succeeding in life. So for example, just say one night I come home from work and I'm kind of grumpy. And my wife goes, "What's wrong with you?" And I could say, "I don't know." And usually that doesn't go over very well. Or I could say, "You know what? I'm going to go journal." And if I say that, a couple of good things are going to happen. One is she's going to think I'm just awesome. And she's going to be so pumped that I'm going to find out why I feel the way I feel. But also if I go journal, I am going to try to figure things out. I'm going to be able to express, and if you can take your thoughts and you can convert it into language, it's a deeper level of understanding. So if I start journaling, then I'm going to be able to begin making connections. I'm going to start seeing themes in my life. I'm going to start understanding what I feel, why I think these things, and why I do these things. And journaling's not that tough. I mean, we're talking 5 minutes a day, not every day, but maybe most days. And if you do it, you start getting good at it, and you do start making these connections. You do start understanding yourself. You can see others better, and guess what? You start succeeding a lot better, and you feel like you have direction. You feel like you have a rudder. Now, I used to tell people that, you can either record it in your phone, type it on your computer, or just write it down on paper. Now, there's this one interesting study where they had people doing this. They had people, speaking out loud. They had people typing, and they had people writing. And this is all, again, journaling. And they showed through the fMRI, which is an MRI which shows brain tissue structure. But the fMRI shows brain tissue structure, but function. It shows how your brain is working. And when people wrote, they actually incorporated greater areas of their brain in their thinking. So writing actually is probably more important, but again, just 5 minutes tops. It's also a good way to get your thoughts out of the way. If you're a person like me who goes to bed and you tend to obsess about everything, it's a good way to get those obsessive thoughts on paper, and it gives your brain a little bit of a chance to quiet down because it knows that, okay, I don't really need to obsess about that. It's already on paper. So again, this knowledge gives you more control over how you feel, and the knowledge also gives you more power in life, and power is not a bad thing. Thanks. Talk to you later.